Hello, Maz Gang. So I'm here. This is the first weekend in June. Happy June, happy Pride Month for those who celebrate. Um, I am currently out. I'm trying to do some grocery shopping. Yeah, for the week. Brian is at home sick, so I'm actually gonna be getting some stuff for him too. You guys have seen him take care of me and do a very good job of it in the past, but he started feeling sick maybe like 2 days ago. Like it started 2 days ago, and then last night he really started to feel bad. It seems like it's just like maybe a cold or something like that, but of course, Brian likes to be babied, so it's my job to do that this weekend. So out getting the groceries, out getting some stuff for him. I'm here wearing and repping for Jamaica. This is actually a hat that I had given Brian when we had just met. So I don't know if you remember us talking about a package. Like I gave him a care package when he had just come to visit me in Jamaica for the first time. So this was actually a hat that was in that package. Yeah, so I just found it in the closet today. So I was like, why not? Why not, right? But yeah, just me traveling solo today. He doesn't like doing the grocery shopping anyway. I like taking a long time going through all the aisles. You can let me know if you guys are like Team Brian or Team Alec in that regard. But yeah, I'm gonna jump in here because it's a Saturday, everybody is out. I imagine I'm gonna be fighting some moms and grandmas. No, I'm just kidding. In there. But yeah, I just want to get in and out as soon as possible. I'm probably gonna be picking up some soup for him before I get home too. So yeah, we're gonna get our weekend started. Let's go. So y'all remember the last time he tried to kill me with honey lemon drops, but he's not allergic, so he actually needs these. Walmart always has such long lines. So finally finished at the supermarket. Heading to get his soup now. I find it really hard to like find a variety of soup, and I find myself craving like, oh god, I wish I could just have some like red pea soup with pigtail in there. Oh, either that or like I would do that a nice like a chicken foot soup too. But the only thing that's really close by our house that we know we can always get other than like public soup is Chinese wonton soup. So I'm at the place now. There we go. It's by Great Wall. So I'm back home and carrying the soup to Mr. Sickman right there. You okay? You alive? You sure?
Barely.
Here you go. You gonna get up? Good boy. Hey guys.
No, Mass Gang.
This one here, as you can see, is still roughing it.
Yeah, not feeling that good.
Yeah, but the Kents were actually in town this weekend, and we really didn't want them to come all this way. I mean, they came to go to Disney, but we didn't want them to come all this way and not even at least just pop in to see them. So he's been resting the last 2 days, getting a lot of it. Yeah, so we are popping into a brunch, heading back to Mia's, which if you guys remember, we had been here once before. It was like an Italian all-you-can-eat brunch, and they have drinks and whatever adult you'll be drinking. Yeah, so we're just gonna go have some food with them, have a nice chat. It would be our first time meeting them. You know that we're avid watchers of their channel, and they've been huge supporters for us too. So yeah, excited to see them. And even though this is not the way we wanted it to be, yeah, this will just be the first of many, I'm sure. But we're like, what, 5 minutes away?
Yeah, about that.
Yeah, so we should be there in a little bit. So we'll catch up with y'all. food has started to come out. And here are the people we came to see.
I'm out of the food.
Right? Cheers to new friends. Continued success, everything. Hey, sir. Guys, we gotta go because I got a 4:30 lightning pass.
I told him why did he schedule it.
Because I thought brunch was over at 3, so I thought, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I mean it was over at 3, but when you have a good time.
So we enjoyed these guys, and we're so glad we found them.
They stuck with us now.
Right?
And we ain't going nowhere.
Well, we coming to y'all the next time.
Well, let's go.
I told them when they come, we rolling out the red carpet for our man's gang fam.
Right?
Get short and shy.
Uh-huh.
And the Brown Brothers podcast, we love them too.
Oh, you want a picture? Yeah, we'll do a picture. Hey guys.
What's up, Maz Gang?
Yeah, so we are now coming back to you to give the little rundown since we finally met the Kents.
Finally, this was long overdue, but I'm so glad that it did happen.
Yeah, because I think there was one time where he was possibly gonna have a layover in Pittsburgh, right?
Yes.
Yeah, in Pittsburgh, and it just didn't work out.
Yeah.
Like for the time and whatever reason, it just didn't work out. So that would have been like a couple months ago. So initially, that's when we had hoped to meet them, but they made it to Orlando.
Yes.
And they hit us up. This one was sick.
I was so sick, yeah. Yeah, it was pretty bad.
Yeah, but we were like, we can't allow them to come in and not actually at least just get to rap with them just for a little bit. So he did. I mean, he had like hot toddies like 3 days in a row.
Yeah.
Trying to prepare himself to like get better just well enough to just be able to spend 2 hours out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I did it.
Right? Of course, this is a few days later because he was like so messed up after we actually went out. And he was just tired. So he got a couple days to rest and now we here. Yeah, but I really, really enjoyed them. Like when we first saw the Kents on YouTube, we were just like, okay, cool. And the more we watched, we were like, we like their vibe. Like they love gay shit so much.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think we relate on that level. And then like one of them is very subdued, and then one of them is very outgoing. And
it was almost like a second version of us.
yeah, it's like mirrored.
Yeah.
It was like looking in the mirror, sort of. So I'm so happy that the first meeting went so well. Yeah. We'll see y'all again soon.
Of course. We're gonna have to make a trip to Pittsburgh now, I guess. Or somewhere in the close vicinity of, like, Philadelphia is close to Pittsburgh. It's in the same state, right?
I think, yeah.
Yeah, me too. I don't know.
I think, but we were able to talk to them about so many different things. But one of the things that they had asked us was, how was our first year of marriage?
Yes, it's funny that they asked because we're like,
we're literally like weeks away.
Yeah, from our
Not
year.
even a month. We are less than a month now.
Yeah.
From counting down to our anniversary. So we thought we'd just do a little year in review of what marriage was like. Because I mean, a couple of people have asked us like, what changed after it is that you got married? Because I mean, a whole lot of people feel like the day after you get married, things are different.
Yeah.
And I mean, some things are different, I must say. But I mean, for the most part, I don't think that there's any huge change.
No, I don't think so at all.
Yeah, but how was our overall first year for you? Like, do you want to take it month by month, or do you want to just talk about the experience on a whole?
I think month by month would be easier, and it would tell more. So July we got married.
July 8th.
August, September, October. When did Ian hit?
I think Ian was like all the way in October.
So after the wedding, I want to say that was the most stressful situation or most stressful time after. And it lasted for a good 3 months.
Yeah.
So that was very challenging. But after Ian, I think things started to look up for us.
Yeah, so I mean, just to bring like a little bit more detail to that. First off, I mean, fresh out the gate, getting married, that's when we went to like Kansas City and whatever, and we had traveled like just to take one trip. It was a work trip for him, but I accompanied him. But like as soon as we came back, we realized, damn, we spent. It's not that our wedding wasn't expensive at all.
It wasn't,
to be quite honest. But for what we put on, we spent. I don't want to say the last, but kind of the last of what we had to be able to put on what we did. Because at the end of the day, like for both of us, it was so important to have something that was memorable, because this is something that we didn't think we'd get the chance to do once, much less do it again. So I wouldn't have traded that though for the world, because it was super special.
Yeah.
Super special. But we had so many difficulties directly after.
Absolutely. Like, I don't think that it was irresponsible, because I feel like I can go into detail now. It's a year later, but we had already put almost $5,000 down on our wedding at where we had our ceremony. Had we not gotten married, we would have lost that money. So we ended up not having to really put anything extra on that.
Yeah.
But everything outside of that, like
the photography,
yes,
the reception, venue,
all of that is what came with the price. So I'm glad we didn't, and it honestly wasn't even that much more than what we paid.
It wasn't. It was just honestly at that point, it was that I had not been working for 9 months at the time, because we thought our immigration process would have come through like much earlier.
Yeah.
So when I quit my job, it was with the intent that like 2-3 months later I would have been over here, and it ended up taking an additional 5 months. When I quit my job, I took my voluntary pension, and I would have had whatever the company paid over for pension. That's still there, which isn't accessible until I reach pensionable age. But I took my pension, and imagine having to live on that for almost a year.
Yeah.
You know? So after the wedding, like I was literally pinching from that, and then we're depending on one salary. Of course, by that time, by August, BJ would have come back and would have been full-time parents.
Yeah.
Brian ended up in the hospital August 8th.
Yeah, a month after. So it was very, very tough.
Literally a month later. And yeah, we really just had to buckle down and just try and make it week to week. But we made it happen. And then like in October, things started to kind of get a little bit easier. I think we got into a rhythm, and
I got FEMA money.
and some breaks too from
what?
Like paying mortgage and
Yes. I got that. I got those kind of breaks. But definitely FEMA. Ian is what really kind of helped me, because I got a little bit of a check from FEMA for the hurricane, and that's what kind of set the pace going forward. And we haven't been looking back since.
I mean honestly though, like what I can say about our relationship on a whole, because it's crazy that we literally have half of our entire relationship documented via YouTube. But one of the things that I must say that I'm so grateful for with our relationship is that any of the problems that we've really had have been external to our communication and our bond with each other. We've gone through a whole lot of external challenges. So immigration being the biggest part.
Yes.
That's probably the biggest challenge. And like when we have had tension with each other, and it's not even with each other, it's just when we've had tension, it has always been because it's like frustration from things taking so long, or a byproduct of that, which is like me feeling or questioning my self-worth because I've been having to go so long without being able to work or provide in the way that I would have wanted to.
Yeah.
You know? So we've had challenges there. Mental health, for me in particular, was a huge challenge. And then, finances overall, like that wouldn't have been a case or a situation if I would have been able to work during that long time.
Yeah. Also, I think we also realized that even though our communication is good, our communication still needed some kind of work, because I didn't know how deep his mental health issues were until months later.
Yeah.
Because you didn't express it to me, you didn't share it with me, and I knew something was wrong, but I didn't probe because I'm like, I know he's already under stress, so I'm not gonna add to it by asking him questions or like beating a dead horse. So you know what I mean? Like I didn't want to stress you out anymore when maybe if I had asked you earlier, I would have found out earlier.
Yeah. And I mean, it's just one of those things where, you know, at the end of the day, as much as we're married, we're two different people.
Yes.
And to be quite honest, like, I've learned so much about myself in the last year. I feel like I've changed so much, particularly in the last year, that I understand why somebody wouldn't necessarily understand me, because I was getting to know myself all over again, you know? Between us coming out, being so public with our relationship, me being in a new country and having a different level of freedom when it came to self-expression, and then going through all the tough times that we did over the course of the past year, it really has changed me as a person. I think I'm a whole lot more sensitive now than I was before we started this journey together. But sensitive to me isn't a bad thing. I feel like I'm just more in tune, not only with my emotions, but even being able to empathize with others during their situations. I think it has taught me a whole lot there. Yeah. But year one for me, I think overall, I wouldn't have changed a thing. I didn't think a year ago that I could love this man any more than I do now. Or then. But honestly, like, it's one of those things where no matter how bad things were, every second I would be like, damn, I'm so grateful for Brian, and I wouldn't have chosen somebody else.
Yeah, right.
No, I'm so serious. Like, honestly, there's so many times that I think about it and I'm just like, yeah, I wouldn't have chosen anybody else. Like, I feel like he's so special, and I feel that more and more, like, every day. You know? Yeah, so I mean, I'm again, I didn't think that this would ever happen. I didn't think marriage was a possibility for me.
Same.
And to go through year one, like they say, year one is the hardest. If this is the hardest, then
I think we're good.
yeah, right?
Yeah.
If this is the hardest, I am looking forward to the years after.
I don't know. I feel like year one was very good. I mean, once we got past that hump from after the wedding, I think everything kind of went full steam ahead. Like even Thanksgiving, like that was a good time. But our Christmas, like our first Christmas together, was one for the books, man. Like that was an amazing time, and that was our first time being able to create our own tradition. So I don't know. We just made so many memories, so many good memories.
And I mean, 2023 has been good to us as well. Like, I can't lie. 2023 has been good. We started the year, like, being featured in a magazine. Yeah. And went to a magazine launch. And then, I mean, right after that, like, we've had a couple brand partnerships, which for us, like, honestly, this is not a space we imagined ourselves being in. Yeah. And when we started YouTube, we were just like, if we get to 1,000. We
thought it was going to take us a year. We thought it would take a year to get to 1,000. Yeah. And like be able to get monetized. Like that was our plan. We did it in 6 weeks, man. Like that is unheard of.
Yeah. So I mean, we are just really grateful for everything that we've been able to accomplish in our journey with each other, to accomplish with our project, sharing with you guys. Yeah. And yeah, we're just happy. We're happy that we're able to share this and like have so many of you be riding with us from the beginning, whatever point. We're truly grateful for you being a part of the journey. Like so many of you are literally ingrained in so many special parts of our relationship. Yeah. And I think it's something that we'll never forget.
Yeah. So many of you guys like really make our day. Like our messages from so many of these people from the beginning, like Tiffany Gregory. We love you, Tiffany. Like Shelton Clark. Like there's so many of you guys who helped us in times where you probably didn't even realize that you were helping us. Mm-hmm. It's crazy, man.
No, I mean, if I'm to go and try and list, like, I know a whole lot of the
You're the one
names.
who knows the names.
So I'm not even gonna start the list. But I mean, at the end of the day, even if your name wasn't called, I hope that you guys truly know that we are super, 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 super grateful. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So we are like 3 weeks away from year 1, first anniversary. Yeah. We definitely intend this year to celebrate because we had no honeymoon when we actually got married. Because again, like whatever little resources we did have, we put it into that wedding day. Mm-hmm. So we're deciding that we're gonna have a trip of some sort. We don't know where it's gonna bring us quite yet. Mm-hmm. We have some options that are on the table, but we are going to have a honeymoon of some sort to celebrate year 1.
Yeah.
So I'm excited for what's to come.
I'm excited. Mm-hmm. I'm ready to see what year 2 brings. Yeah. Because I feel like we're off to a really good start right now. Mm-hmm. So I'm excited.
Yeah. And we're excited to share it with you guys. Yeah. So summer, stay tuned. Stay tuned. But on that note, guys, thank you for rocking with us. If you like this video, you know what to do. Give us a thumbs up. Please share the video. Please comment. Yeah. And if you haven't done it already, then do what?
Subscribe.
Yeah. All right. Peace, guys.